Hello, everybody, and a good day to you all. The day I'm talking about Invincible, season number 2, episode number 7. I'm not going anywhere. In this episode here, we had a lot of things happening. Starts off with a little light, little fun, little comedy, also very, very meta. It has some sweet moments in here, and it also has some moments of triumph and overcoming fear and emotions. Right there, also get very dark and very emotional as well too. Trauma bases as well. People facing things that they've been through and caused them to great distress. And sometimes and also some people who also been through the same thing manage to use what they've been through to help others with it as well. We also get like a love story, but also a heartbreak as well too, and then threats from all sides, and also the sacrifices one has to make to become a hero, and how that affects other people's lives as well too. And sometimes you just can't fix everybody, and you shouldn't try to fix everybody as well too. Just work on yourself. So we have in this episode here, we starts off pretty good. Starts off fine. We got Mark and we got Amber on a date. They go into a Comic-Con. Now Mark wants to spend time with his girlfriend, and he loves comic books. Though Amber knows that about him, and so but at the same time, even though he's there and he's happy with his girlfriend and everything, he want to make sure she's happy too, because he can't really enjoy it completely if she's miserable. I mean, he already feel bad enough. He's barely in a part of her life. He's barely there, and he also knows that she's feeling lonely after all the times, and so so he's trying to make up for that. But even then, through the craziness, the man has some humor to it as well too. So the show gets very, very meta, pointing out how long it takes to make animation as well too, which is something they did in the comic books as well. And then have it reflected here is also it was very funny. It made me laugh. And I really did how they incorporated it into it. And I did enjoy that as well. But the messed up part, even though things were going nice, very sweet, and everything, and between them two, Mark had to do this, had to be a hero. He had to save Rex, and you got Rex who recently got shot in the head. Now he's back out in the field. He's probably going against the doctor's wishes, but he feels as though he has to do this. He has to do this to convince himself he still got it, and convince himself that fear does not win. Because once fear sets in, it's hard to overcome it. And if you don't, if you as they say, if you fall off the horse, get back on it. Because if you fall off and you just stay off, you might not get back on it ever again, or you might be just develop a phobia. And Rex, the last thing he wants to do is be a hindrance to anybody else. He doesn't want to get back on the field and then freeze up, and then other people got to cover for him, and that messes that could get them killed trying to save him. And so he's trying to say he got to do this. He got to prove to himself he still has this. And he also found out he got an upgrade he wasn't expecting. So good for him. I mean, he did need help from Mark, but he managed to fight off the big guy by himself, which is great. Good for him. Then you have Debbie, you got Oliver. Oliver's growing at a very fast rate. His intelligence is growing as well too. Now his powers haven't kicked in just yet, but he is a possible person that can probably help out in the future, which is I'm looking forward to seeing that when that day comes, and it's going to be quite nice and also sad. But anyway, I gotta say, but before we have Donald. First, we have Immortal. Mortal has been on this world for a long, long time. Been here in this world for centuries. Has had loved ones in his life. I mean, he was president of the United States. He was Abraham Lincoln, but he has died multiple times, and he has relationships with his loved ones have died. He has moved on, but this was the first time with Duplicate. He thought things were turning around. This was I think it might be the first time he actually dated a superhero, and he thought she can't die. She's a superhero. She'll be fine. I mean, she has died multiple times. She always make it through. And I have died multiple times. We all make it through. We got this. We gonna make it through together. And then when she's gone, that just broke him. He feels as though he has no more fight in him. And the fight he does have is just filled with anger and hate. I mean, he almost fought Alan, who's a friend to Invincible, and also a friend to Earth, really. And that could cause a whole devastation. He's attacking people for no reason. He almost went against a Mark because he didn't trust him, and he feels as though I can't trust myself. My judgment's off. I'm broken. I'm messed up. I gotta leave. Cecil like this, no. And then you got Donald. Dude, I died. And I don't feel I don't know what I am anymore. I'm going through a crisis right now. I don't think I could do this job anymore. I gotta leave. And he goes, no. Both these two people are going through a major crisis right now. But the difference between the two is Donald used what he was going through to help out Rick. Rick was actually literally on the edge, literally on the ledge, about to do something that he can't take back. And Donald was able to talk him out of it by sharing his experience, sharing who he went through, and also, even though he has lost his life multiple times, he did bring a lot of good to the world too. He did help out a lot of people, and even Rick, before what happened to him, he helped out Invincible, and he also helped out Will, what they was going through. So even though it had a tragedy, they still managed to bring good to the world. His life still does matter, and what's in your body doesn't make you who you are. It's your actions and how you treat people, who you love, and as well too. It was a very, very beautiful speech. I really did enjoy that scene a whole lot. It had a very, very impactful and an emotional scene as well too. And then we have what's going on with Monster Girl and Rex. Not Rex. I mean Monster Girl and Robot. And Robot is more thinks more on a logical thing, and he saw the problem with himself, with his fears that he was going through, and he managed to fix it. And he thinks that he can fix Monster Girl the same way. But here's the thing: Monster Girl has a love-hate relationship with her powers. The fact that what she loves is she can use her power to help people. She's a hero. She's saving the day. She's doing a lot of good in the world. Yes, it is a sacrifice that she gets younger and younger and younger. She hates that part about it. She does hate that. But without that, she wouldn't be who she is. And I think she's struggling of finding a way of finding that balance. And then you have Rex feeling as though he can fix her, and which is not the right words that he could have used. But I understand where he's coming from. And I understand that Marsha gonna be upset about this, but at the same time, that's not the. I don't think her she shouldn't be getting as mad at him as she thinks, because he hasn't been in a regular body in a long, long time. He's been locked up in a test tube, and his body's all deformed. And he fixed himself, and so did he go about the right way? No, but he did, and so he feels as though I can do the same thing for you. And you know his heart is in the right place. He doesn't. You can tell he doesn't hate you. He doesn't think you. He just doesn't know how to talk to people right now. He's still figuring that part out. I think her feelings are valid, but I think the way she responds to it sometimes is like a little bit too over the top. But I understand why it's there, but at the same time, it's like both of them don't know how to communicate. They really don't. That's their main problem. They don't know how to communicate. She just gets angry and lashes out, and he just gets things more in a certain way that he thinks that because that's how he saw himself. So I mean, she sees himself the same way, and that's just messed up there. And then what made this episode just go even crazier, what made my heart drop to my stomach, Anissa showed up. I was expecting to see her, and in the comics, Anissa is, she's a rough character. Now, she does have a good ending. She does have an arc, but I don't know how much they're going to take from the comic books in here. But seeing her there and having her and Mark fight was like, woo, boy, it was very intense, and also came with a lot of baggage as well. But the thing is, though, I learned from this is like Mark is still holding back. Mark is not letting himself be a Viltrumite because his fear of becoming his father, because what his father did in Chicago, did with all those people, has been haunting him ever since then. And he feels as though once he lets loose and once he let that thing go and actually cut loose, he won't be able to stop himself. He thinks he's going to kill everybody. And this is not going to happen. See, Mark is not understanding. His father was abducted into this culture since he was a child from birth. He was taught this way for his whole life. Mark wasn't raised that way. He's raised human. He's not going to become his dad. Yeah, you might pick up certain traits, but you're not going to be that level. Even his dad, not his dad anymore. After what he did, the guilt that he has because of that, the thing he almost did something harmful to himself. He's not that person anymore. Because Mark could have handled that kaiju just as easily as Anessa did. But Mark, Anessa saw the problem. It's the kaiju. And if you want to save these people, so kill the threat. That's the kaiju. Boom, done. Handled. What were you doing? Mark, on the other hand, sees the threat. But at the same time, he's sympathizing with the kaiju. He's saying it's just a creature, probably just hungry. And killing it shouldn't be the but we should try to stop it and maybe get it away. So he's trying to save the people as well as the kaiju. You know, this reminds me of Trigun, the anime series, and then you got knives and you have Nash, Vash, and they were trying to say which it had a butterfly and a spider, and they just figure out who should you say? Should you say the butterfly or should you say the spider? And so Knives, he just killed the butterfly. And Vash said, "What you doing? You gotta say both. You gotta say both. Yeah, you can't say both. Either you save the butterfly and the spider goes hungry, he dies, or you save kill the butterfly, and then the spider dies. Either way, somebody's going to die. You can't save them both because Mark's trying to save both the creature and the people." And his indecision, and you can see him, even when he's in the boat before Nelson went through the thing, you can see him trying to think, how can I fix this? You see him trying to think and trying to find a logical solution to this, like this. How can I save everybody? And also, and you see him trying to figure it out right then on the spot, which is like this. What are you doing? People are going to die before you figure this out. You're not going to save the people in the monster too. You got to, if you want the people to save, you got to kill the monster. What you gonna do? Shoot it away? You can't just shoot it away. Punch it in the face ain't doing it. You gotta kill the thing. And Mark could have did that too. He's just as powerful. Even when he was fighting Anessa, you can tell he was still holding back. Because we already saw the glimpse of what he can do when he fought the other Viltrumite woman. And he held his own. But he also found out that she wasn't trying to kill him, which is the plus there. That he also is needed in their battle, which is the plus on their side. But at the same time, when Cecil was telling him this say you should just agree with her, and not and she'll go away, was that the right decision, or was that the wrong decision to make? Yes, it's the lie, and yes, he feels as though it's the principle of the thing. But at the same time, you could have not went through so much damage. I don't know. It's like it's so interesting. Like, it's so interesting. Because it's his fears at times, and also a bit of his pride, and also stopping him from like being I don't know. He's making the right decision on certain points and certain things. I don't agree with it. I would have just went along with it or fought for the fort. I don't think I would have held back. I think I would have went all out and something like that. But anywho. You will see, but then after you get to that situation, and then you got whole Amsterdam leaving. He got a new suit on. He has a new fit. So now he's starting some trouble. Like this, good Lord! He went from the frying pan right into the oven. Like this, why? What? It's like there's no release. And then the whole thing with Amber and Mark was heartbreaking. And the thing is, though, even though I knew this was going to happen, and there's no way in the world the relationship could last at all. There's no way in the world she can't. And this helped them realize, Amber realized, I can't be in your world. I can't be part of this because I'm strong, but this is, I got to worry about my life. See, it's one thing knowing you sacrifice your life to do this. That's fine. Okay, you be the hero. But now I got to worry about my life about to die because I'm with you, which is like, I know I'm not signing up for that. That's just too much. And that breakup was going to happen. It was inevitable. I felt sorry for both parts in there. A very, very emotional scene as well too. When you have two people who love each other, who are just trying to make it work, and they know it's just not going to happen. It's sad. Now I'm marking like to quit school because it's not going to work there. It's just not going to work. It's just not. So, but despite all the negativity, despite all the threats and all that, there is still some hope in here. Alan found out how strong he is against the Viltrumite. that his fight didn't actually kill him, which is great there. Also, looks like he might be trying to get Nolan, which is awesome as well too. So get him on his side. So now we're gonna have what's his name? Thaddeus, Nolan, Mark, possibly Oliver too. More the merrier. Because one Vulture alone can take out a whole army and all the Guardians of the Globe. So they gotta get themselves together. And Mark gotta find a way to step it up because the way he's going about it is not going to not only get him killed but get everybody else killed as well too. The messed up part is he's gonna learn it the hard way, and that's yeah. But anyway, great episode. Messed up as it is, I enjoyed it a whole lot. So leave comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this episode of Invincible. So give my channel a like, hit the thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel and share. I really would appreciate it. Like I always say, in my dreams of a life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, people.